Turn that volume up. You know you want it. It's time for Women's Basketball TV with former NCAA champion, WNBA champion, business mogul, and national TV personality, Fran Harris.
All right, Hoop fam, let's get us a quick roundup of the games in the last few days. In Los Angeles, Corey Close strategically crafted a challenging non-conference schedule to get ready for UCLA for what could potentially be the most competitive Pac-12 race in the conference history. Both teams are extremely good this season. The foresight paid dividends on Saturday in a thrilling showdown between unbeaten crosstown rivals at the packed Pauley Pavilion. Historic Pauley Pavilion, by the way. London Jones showcased her prowess, contributing 21 points, including 5 3-pointers, guiding second-ranked UCLA to a 71-64 victory over number 6 USC. Despite Juju Watkins' impressive performance with 27 points and 11 rebounds, it was UCLA that emerged victorious in the conference opener for both teams, marking the final season of the Pac-12. Hey, so long, Pac-12. We're going to miss you. I love the Pac-12. Lauren Betts contributed 15 points and 8 rebounds, while Kiki Rice added 12 for the Bruins. The Bruins, by the way, 12-0, 1-0 in Pac-12, extending their winning streak against the Trojans to 9 consecutive dubs. UCLA's flawless record against ranked opponents this season, including victories on the road and neutral courts, reflects a valuable experience gained from a challenging non-conference schedule. The game, attended by 13,659 fans, set a new UCLA women's basketball single game attendance record, I should say. Mackenzie Forbes led the Trojans 10-1, 0-1 in conference with 23 points, and Rhea Marshall secured 14 rebounds. The matchup marked the first ranked meeting between the two rivals since 1985. That's back when I was playing, and the first time both teams were in the top 10 since March 1981. Despite UCLA holding a 10-point lead late in the third quarter, the Trojans mounted a comeback. Watkins' three-pointer with 6:46 remaining brought them within 1 point at 60-59. However, UCLA responded with an 8-2 run, including crucial three-pointers by Jones to secure the victory. Coach Close expressed pride in her team's response to adversity, emphasizing their resilience in the face of challenges like foul trouble and individual players not performing at their best. Don't forget, Juju Watkins also had a minor scare and had to leave the floor. The game showcased the competitive spirit of both teams, setting the stage for an exciting Pac-12 race as the season progresses. USC's coach Lindsey Gottlieb acknowledged her team's resilience and pointed towards the team shifting to their upcoming conference games, recognizing the need for improvement in key areas. So it was a really, really fun game. I was kind of going back and forth on several games. But the UCLA-USC is always great when there's great competition, amazing competition in state, in conference. It just raises the stakes at a whole different level. And that's what we saw with UCLA and USC. We also saw that with Texas and Baylor. So let's turn our attention to the Longhorns and the Baylor Bears. All right, Texas and Baylor. Jada Walker delivered a standout performance, scoring 19 points as number 10 Baylor, who was undefeated coming into yesterday's game, as well as Texas. Baylor initiated the Big 12 conference play punch on Saturday with an 85-79 triumph over number 5 Texas. In Austin, this victory was even more significant as it marked the first game for Texas without injured point guard Rori Harmon, All-American candidate. Dreana Edwards contributed 18 points. He was a beast, and 8 rebounds for the Bears, 12-0, 1-0 in conference, who have now secured 14 consecutive wins against Texas, 13-1, 0-1 in conference. This rivalry, while historically intense, always intense when you go through the battle of I-35 and the great games that have happened between Baylor and Texas in the last 2 decades, we will see future matchups as the Longhorns are set to join the Southeastern Conference after this current season. Jada Walker, a transfer from Kentucky, showcased her scoring prowess by tallying 8 consecutive points during a crucial stretch in the third quarter. Baylor's head coach, Nikki Collin, emphasized the significance of maintaining the lead throughout the game, especially on the road. Freshman Madison Booker stepped into the point guard role for Texas in the absence of Harmon, delivering an impressive performance with 25 points, 8 assists, and 7 rebounds. Harmon's last season's defensive 12, I should say Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year, suffered a season-ending knee injury Wednesday in practice and will miss the rest of the season. Now, despite Booker's commendable efforts, Texas faced challenges without their influential player in Harmon. Baylor established a 13-point lead at the beginning of the game, but Texas mounted a major comeback, narrowing the gap 59-55 by the end of the third. Amina Muhammad's free throws brought Texas within 4 points with 47 seconds left, but Baylor's Sarah Andrews, three-point assassin, sealed the win by converting 2 crucial free throws. Texas fans witnessed a resilient effort from their team, even as they coped, with the absence of key players. The Longhorns played their third consecutive game without forward Taylor Jones, who has been a significant contributor, averaging 16.2 points and registering 79 blocks this season. In the aftermath of the game, both coaches acknowledged the challenges posed by the absence of key players on both sides and expressed respect for the undefeated records of their respective teams. Baylor, with this eye on the conference championship, considered the win over Texas a crucial step towards achieving that goal. Remember, Texas won the Big 12 championship last year. Texas, on the other hand, acknowledged the learning curve in adjusting to the absence of Harmon and Jones and the leadership role now shouldered by players like Booker. And I will say, I watched all the women's basketball games yesterday, and I will say, in watching Texas, I was wondering what they would look like without Rori, especially early, and they looked pretty much like I thought they would look like without Rori early on. And it was like they were shaken, they were a little unsettled. They never played that. They've never had that reality. Rori Harmon has never missed a Texas game. So she's been the steady and the stabilizing force for this team. And just to watch them yesterday, I was completely not surprised that Baylor jumped out big smack early in the first quarter. Baylor's very, very, very good. I don't think their number 10 ranking is actually accurate, but I don't talk a lot about rankings because I know that while they mean a little bit, they don't mean a whole lot. So I like Baylor a lot, and I think they are going to be one of those teams that's there down the stretch if they continue to play the way they play. But I did think that Texas came out like a team that didn't have the point guard, and it really shows you how important your point guard is to maintaining that steadiness that you need throughout the game, especially heading into conference. I thought Madison Booker did an admirable job. She looked a little nervous at the beginning. Again, she can play point, but that's not what she signed up for. She didn't come to Texas to play point. She came to Texas to be, a 2 through 5 player, if you will, who can score the ball. But I really did think she did a great job of, she settled down, and then she just started balling. And I thought there were some great defensive plays by Texas. Those were some of the things that really allowed Texas to come back in the game yesterday. But in the end, it was too much Baylor playing well. They couldn't slow down the little water bug guard that Baylor had. She just ran right through. It was like Texas was playing Swiss cheese defense. She just ran right through them. Went to the basket, boom, and one, boom. So there were some defensive challenges for Texas. But again, Rori wasn't out there. Had Rori been there, that might have been a different situation. So big ups to Baylor for really capitalizing on the weak spots in Texas's game and coming out with the dub. Great game.
Thanks for tuning in to Women's Basketball TV with Fran Harris, the most provocative and entertaining women's basketball show on earth. Be sure to click that like, share, and notification button so you don't miss a moment. We'll see you tomorrow.